my way. I got too many plays. I don't even play. Out of my way. Get out of my way. Out of my way. Out of my way. Yeah, all of my tattoos black, my eyes bloodshot red. I'm ready right now. Don't run your mouth too quick. Let's get it.
Welcome to the historic Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland. Just a stone's throw away, you find M&T Bank Stadium, the home of the Ravens. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Baltimore Ravens. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, alongside Greg Olson, the kicker, Brandon Aubrey. Set for the start, and off we go through the snow here in Baltimore. And it'll be brought down past 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Now the first carry for King Henry. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Donovan Ezeraku there to make the play.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line. Don't even know how to act now. Hit the book, for a sack down. Still balling, money stacked out the shack now. Still push a button and let them pull the back down. I'm on the road, one shoulder, pull the back down. Mississippi to Philly.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Design run here with Jackson. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early 3rd down coming up.
I'm not sure if there's anything more enjoyable for a football player than playing a game in the snow. And something for us to keep in mind throughout the rest of the day is typically the advantage is in the favor of the offense. You know where you're going. You know where the cuts are going to come. The defense has to react to you. Can they find a way to take advantage?
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Alpha, sit on! Sit on!
Play action now. Jackson. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
A big loss on the play.
Ravens sending the punt team out there. Cavante Turpin to return for the Cowboys. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
Please take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Kill! Yeah! There we go! 26!
They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. Still on the move. Inside the 10. And he will go all the way. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Cowboys. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
The kicker on.
Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, it's Keaton Mitchell. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground with Henry. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. DeMarvion Overshown there on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 7. Jackson looking to throw. Try to set up the screen to Mitchell. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
I think it would be a bit of an understatement, Mike, to say that this offense has come out today a bit flat. They haven't picked up a single 1st down through the first 2 drives, and barring a really aggressive decision here, they'll have to wait till their 3rd series to see if they can make it happen.
Man, how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
On 3rd down, they go with Cook. On 4th down, the veteran Brian Angle mounts a punt for Dallas. And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the give, here's Henry. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. A little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard that sets up third down.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes. And
that ball's intercepted by Trayvon Diggs. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown.
Number one rule of throwing the ball out to the boundary, Mike, you can't be late with the ball, because when you do, that's exactly what happens. Corner does a great job breaking in front, catches it in stride, and he could have just walked into the end zone. There was nobody in front of him.
The extra point by Aubrey is good. The Cowboys move out on top, 14-0.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. From the end zone, here's Keaton Mitchell. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
Everybody rocking side to side to the beat. Snap a night, bang, drinks, bouncing to the groove. All bodies.
On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Now first carry here for Keaton Mitchell. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
So it'll be first and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. The RPO is caught by St. Brown. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
On the ground, here's Henry. And I don't think he got that wrapped up the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at third down.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with a conservative run, gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on third down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again? But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll go. It's Mitchell. And he's going to have the Ravens first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. It's second down. Now it's Jackson. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up
decisions, because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
Yeah! 26, 26.
On the handoff, this is Cook. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
We are through one. It's the Cowboys with the early edge. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. On to the second quarter. Cowboys possess the football. They have it. 2nd and 4 coming up. It'll be a run out of the gun with Williams. And he'll work this down inside the 35. Adisa Isaac there to bring him down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That one on target to Williams. He's got it.
It really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize, how many yards do I need to get for the first down? And just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
26.
They run out of the gun. It's Cook. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. It is 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. The Pro Bowler the last 2 years, Nnamdi Madubuike, getting in to record his 9th sack of the year. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Dak to throw. They'll set up the screen to Cook. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Through the falling snow, the kick is good. And the Cowboys stake themselves to a 17-0 lead.
I think apart from the wind, when you talk about kicking in the elements, Mike, I think the snow has to be the kicker's worst nightmare. It's just so hard to have the confidence that when you stick that plant foot, it's not going to give way. So give credit. That was really well done.
26-yard line.
Here's the give to Henry, running right. And trying to get any kind of burst in these conditions. The only burst is from the clouds. Slowed up, just a gain of a couple.
A gain of 2.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 7.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7?
Nice shot.
On play action, here's Jackson. He manages to get the throwaway and completes it into space. And he's he's going to take this one all the way. 71 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown, Ravens.
The PAT, up and good. And the Ravens are back in this one. It's 17-7. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. I think 26.
On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
On 2nd down, it's Dak. He'll swing this one out to Cook, and they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. This is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play. So these screen plays, they always seem so commonplace. They seem a little bit routine, right, Mike? But really, for them to work, there's a huge, significant timing element to it where the offensive line, the back, you can't be downfield too early, but you can't go too late. There's so many reps and reps that allow certain teams to be really good at the screen game and allow certain teams to just never really get their screen game off the ground.
Give right up the middle to Henry. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. And boy, tough to bring down there, fighting forward for a gain of 7.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get.
And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Maris Leofau. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone. On play action, here's Dak. On the move left. He'll tuck it and take off.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage. But sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's in. James Cook, touchdown, Dallas. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
Here comes a return from the end zone. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
1st and 10. At their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. He takes off. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's 2nd down.
And These are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Forced out wide. He'll take off again. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first and 10, Jackson. Going up top. And this will be incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
They'll empty out the backfield, line up for third and 3. Throwing Jackson. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to get there on the ground. He's going to have a Ravens first down by a good couple of yards. 4th and 4, and they pick up 6.
I love this call on fourth down, Mike. Put the game in the hands of your quarterback. Don't overthink it. In this case, let him do it himself, and he picks up a big first down.
Set to go now on first and 10. Now Jackson. A ball deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jackson. Out to his right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. It was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Savon Revel. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And on a possession where the offense really had their way on the ground, they got to kind of go back to the drawing board and say, is it worth putting the ball in the air? Yes, we want to generate points. We want to push the ball downfield, but none of that matters if you're going to keep turning the ball over.
Here's a handoff to Cook. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Clock stopped it a little under a minute to go in the second quarter. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Right there.
They put Pickens in motion. 2nd down. Prescott. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard. It sets up third down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Yeah, here we go. Hey, 46.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. Right side. Complete to Nakua. And he's going to have the first down. They're also in field goal range at the 28-yard line. Run out of the gun with Cook. And he'll get back there. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. That is Nnamdi Madubuike there to bring him down. Now here's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break. Third and 7.
Yeah! Here we go, boy. 26.
To throw is Dak. That is caught for 3. And he's in. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Cowboys.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
3 seconds, all that remained in this first half, as that one's away. This returnable from the 4. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. A short one taken at the 10. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll start on the ground with Cook. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Yeah, here we go. 26.
Once again, it's Cook. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
Starts on the tackle. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Ravens' 44-yard line.
Yeah! 26.
And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And you can tell pretty quickly, Mike, that once the quarterback started chopping his feet, that there was nowhere for him to go. Great job by the defense, not only reading quarterback run, but getting him down behind the line.
On third down, Prescott will get this out wide to Tobin. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. Fourth down coming up. The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field.
Formation for the Cowboys.
And he didn't get the check he was hoping for on that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchdown. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And that one going to be thrown down the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Jackson now on second down. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come back.
He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down. They'll run for it with Henry. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on fourth down.
Yeah, when you find yourself down big here in the second half, you have to maximize every possession, and that's exactly what the coach tried to do, going for it on fourth down. Give yourselves a chance to cut into this big lead, but it's the defense that came through again with a huge stop, and that's going to make their chances of coming back that much more difficult.
And he'll be ridden out of bounds after a gain of 6.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
On the carry, it's Cook. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This will be a 38-yard attempt.
A 38-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
They'll start this on the ground with Mitchell. He's inside the 30. And he will score. Keaton Mitchell. Touchdown, Ravens. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Oh, no chance there. Over a heavy rush, he goes down.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
That's a risky call here, but I understand what they're thinking. You find yourself down in the third quarter. How do we steal some possessions? How do we get the ball back to our offense to cut into this deficit? But now in return, it's your defense that now has the tough task.
And he will not be able to turn up Fields. They'll drop him behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down. That's exactly the case here.
And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down.
And it's third down.
Prescott now. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line.
180. What? 180.
On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
From the 21, here's second down and 9. That's complete on the tight end screen. And knock him down up beyond the 30. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up first and 10. Play action now. Jackson. He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A pickup there of 28 yards.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
They'll go again here with Williams. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
And he's going to go backwards again. The defense coming up big, forcing fourth down. Cowboys special teams unit heads out for the punt, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. That's fielded at about the 18. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight, but nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
There he goes again, and he'll work his way forward to about the 30-yard line.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going short game.
And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down, or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
To the sideline, he's got it. official says yes, the feet are in, and they convert on 4th down. A gain of 21 as they get the conversion on 4th down. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Jackson. Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Now Jackson, this a designed run.
Jackson on the keeper. He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1.
and 1.
They'll try and run for this with Henry.
And this is just a defeated defense at this point in the game. Like, it's been like this all day long. They just have not been able to get the stops when they've needed them. Here's another chance on 3rd down, and they just can't make a play.
DC, Rick.
Jackson going to keep this one himself, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
The reason teams love calling the quarterback's number on design quarterback runs, Mike, is because in the blocking scheme, you gain 1 additional blocker. It didn't matter here. The defense was ready for it, and they're able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
To the right side, that's St. Brown. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg, their 2nd pick-6 of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's 1 pick-6. But to get 2 pick-6s in the same game, this defense is on fire.
Auburn's good with the extra point. And the Cowboys will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. A 1st down throw for Jackson. To the link to the former Buckeye, Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
19 yards. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. Throw here down the field. It will fall incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Outright Smith-Njigba has it. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That is catch number 60 for the season. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air one more time with Jackson. Now he'll run it. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Jackson now. That one incomplete. Now it's Jackson. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Results in a 4th down.
Again, it's Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
It's a loss of 2.
Here's a 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12. At the 19-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but they didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 12.
On 3rd down, they go with Cook. And will be brought down there. And that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. And this long winning streak showing no signs of slowing down. They put one more in the win column with yet another solid performance here. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.